Okay, I'm trying to make a tip to help you. I just did a clean install of SolidWorks 2026, and so I was working on a part and wanted to use a structural weldment member and went to choose the one I wanted and said, oh wow, it's just the default choices. Don't get me wrong, I love me some ANSI sometimes, when you need to pick out an angle. They got all kinds of choices, but I was looking for my custom profiles and they're not there. So let me show you how you get them to show up. You go up here in the little gear called options. You go to your system options, not your document properties. That would just adjust this particular document. You want the system to adjust, and every time you have those choices available to you. So you look for file locations. You drop down all the way to the bottom to get to Weldment Profiles. And you can see the default Weldment Profiles. And it can see them because this is how you point to where you want it to see. So you add one. And I go and look for where I have some. It doesn't matter on your hard drive where they're at, as long as you're pointing to it. So I have some called Matt's Profiles. And I really like these custom ones. These came from a previous job. These are wood profiles. I like them all, but the custom profiles is chocked full of custom profiles that I've made. So if I say, let me point to custom profiles, and I select that, and I say, okay, it wants to know if I want to make changes. Yes, I do. Thank you. I want to change my search paths. Now I go and choose structural members, and what happened? I do see my custom ones, but how come I don't see all the default ones like ANSI? Well, let me tell you why. X out of that. And it's a tough explanation, but you go back to the gear and you got to remember this quirky thing. I think it's quirky. Okay, you go to file locations, you scroll down to Weldment Profiles, and it can only see the bottom one. It goes straight into looking there. It can't see the one above it, and I'll tell you why. It's so hard to figure out. But once you do, once you get it, once you understand, you'll be like, oh, okay, that's quirky. So let's get rid of that one, and say, okay. And then let's go search again. Sorry, I could have left that open. For file locations, don't forget, you got to be on your Weldment Profiles here. Don't forget that. Add in a location. And here I am back at Matt's Profiles, custom profiles, all different kinds. But you see, it's got to be able to bounce down 3 times. So I need to go up one folder higher than custom. I can't just pick that one, or else all you'll see is what's in that one, so that it can then step you down into one of these and into the actual library feature parts, which is what a Weldment profile is. I hope that makes sense. It will if you're any kind of been in the game for a while. Okay, so I got to go back up to a higher level, which is I've got to select on Matt's Profiles. And when I do, it's going to be awesome. Watch, because now I have my default Weldment Profiles and I have my Matt's Profiles, and I say, okay, yes, I want to alter the search path. Now, when I go to pick a structural member, the standard, you see there's 3 things it's looking for: the standard, the type, and the size. So the standard could be ANSI or ANSI inch, but it also could be all these other folders that I had right below Matt's Profiles. You see, it's starting right there, right before Matt's Profiles. So I had to choose Matt's Profiles so I could still see all the other choices. There's my custom profiles. I can select one of my custom profile folders, and then I can choose from the many things that are in there. So just remember, if you can't see what you're trying to point to, it's probably because you need to select one folder higher. That's about the only way I can explain it. It's a tough explanation, but I hope that helped.